And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, back again here on a Tuesday night, the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. 2 races left, ladies and gentlemen, and the battle for the championship is heating up. You got Kyle O'Danick, number 21. You got Jason Day, the number 52. Those are the 2 going at it. But also don't count out Tanner Marr, sitting quietly back there in third in the point standings right now. Tanner Marr currently 13th on the board. Jason Day is sitting pretty in third right now. And let's take a look here. Kyle O'Danick is 12th on the board as of right now. 4 times. So fastest times at the top of your screen right now, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Raymond in the number 68. He is fastest right now with a 23.12. Coming at you live from Iowa Speedway here tonight for the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. And as I said, everybody, after tonight, there's only going to be 1 race left. So we're going to have to keep an eye on our championship contenders all night long. Make sure they stay out of trouble. Make sure you all go ahead and put your favorite driver out in the chat. Who are you rooting for? Who are you going for the championship? I know who my pick is, but we're going to keep it a secret till next week. Right now, everybody just waiting to get word from race control as we're waiting to start pre-race ceremonies and get this show underway here tonight at Iowa. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to head down trackside for pre-race ceremonies. So if you could, please rise and remove your hats for tonight's National Anthem. And thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem. Everybody, I say it almost every night, every week. Go check out Mullet Music Productions on YouTube. Brian Zimmerman sitting on pit road right now. Let's go and see if we can't find someone out on track. How about the number 66 of Chris Sawyer? One of the first cars out on track right now, crossing the line to take the green flag here at Iowa Speedway for his qualifying run. So a little interesting thing here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. These cars are pretty much going to be almost wide open the whole way around this track. So it's going to be another momentum-based evening here at Iowa. But I'm wondering what line these drivers are going to take around this track. So far, Chris Sawyer using the bottom side of the racetrack coming out of turn number 2 on his second lap of qualifying now. So Sawyer's gotten bumped down into third position so far. You hear him working the throttle through 3 and 4. Kyle O'Danick, number 21, top of the board right now, gets bumped by Sawyer. Pretty identical lap times by the two. 23.22 for Sawyer and O'Danick. Brandon Mettler in the number 15 out on track. Currently 7th on the board coming out of turns 3 and 4 to finish up his qualifying run here across the line. Goes a little bit slower. Brian Zimmerman now bumps Kyle O'Danick off the pole. Jason Korn finishing up his run. How about Wesley Whitfield in the 07? He's on lap 1 right now, coming out of turn number 4. A first time at 23.48. 15th position for Wesley down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 for the final time of his qualifying run. Across the line, bumps up a couple positions, up to 13th for the 07 of Wesley Whitfield. So not... I'm sorry, a few drivers not qualifying right now. Remember Jason Day to the rear of the field, being last week's winner. Dustin Lamb, Thomas Bergeron, Chris Clark, all these guys have not taken a time yet. Some time still coming in. Brian Zimmerman still on provisional pole right now. We got about a minute and a half left to go here in qualifying. Brody Mears running a 23.23. Good enough for 6th position. Tanner Marr got bumped down into 5th. Kyle O'Danick right now in 3rd. And remember, Jason Day has to start from the rear of the field, so we have to keep an eye on him all night long. Just waiting for qualifying to wrap up here, ladies and gentlemen. About 15 more seconds, and these drivers are going to start to grit up and get ready to go here tonight at Iowa. All right, the drivers are starting to get gridded up here, which means we got to start going through that grid. Brian Zimmerman is going to be on the pole here tonight with Zach Murphy to his outside in 2nd. Starting in 3rd is going to be Kyle O'Danick in the number 21 with Larry Bell to his outside in 4th. Tanner Marr is going to be starting in 5th position with Brody Mears to his outside in 6th. Chris Sawyer in the number 66 is going to be starting in 7th position, and Aaron Raymond to his outside in 8th. Caleb B. Thompson is going to be rolling off in 9th position with Kyle Wellman starting in 10th. Derek Stanley is going to be starting in the 11th position with Brandon Mettler to his outside in 12th. Moving on down through the field, Jason Korn in the number 39 is going to be rolling off in 13th. Scott Smith in the 53 to his outside in 14th. Wesley Whitfield is going to be rolling off P15 with Mitchell Muma starting 16th. Mike Hamlin is going to be starting in 17th position with Scott Bryant starting in 18th. Jason Day again to the rear of the field, being last week's winner. Chris Clark going to be starting 20th. Dustin Lamb 21st. Thomas Bergeron is going to round out your field here tonight in 22nd. So 22 Tour Modifieds taking the track here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Drivers getting 1 to go from the flagman this time by. First start's going to be on the green flag. Everything after that will be in the hands of the race leader. Great shot of the field down the back straightaway as the pace car gets ready to make that hard left-hand turn down pit road and set these guys loose tonight. Pace car is off into the start zone. Here we come. Green flag is out in the air here tonight at Iowa. Going to go down into 1 and 2. What's everybody going to do? What line are they going to run? Zach Murphy's going to go way wide all the way up to the top side of the racetrack, try and get a good run down the back straightaway and take the lead off of Brian Zimmerman, but they're going to be side by side going into turns 3 and 4. Right now, Tanner Marr fighting Larry Bell. Tanner Marr to the bottom side of the racetrack. This is a battle for the 4th position. Kyle O'Danick was able to hold on to that 3rd position. Let's go back and take a look at our points leader, Jason Day. Kind of looks like he's just trying to get into a rhythm right now. Long way to go here. Only 100 laps, but still a long way. Back up to the front, Brian Zimmerman was able to clear the 29 of Zach Murphy as we come out of turn number 4 to take lap number 3. And O'Danick back there holding on to 3rd. Tanner Marr got around Larry Bell, but Bell's going to try crossing him over and make a move as we go down into turns 1 and 2. Bell gonna clear him as we come off turn number 2, so give Larry Bell 4th position right now. Move Tanner Marr back to 5th as he's under pressure from Chris Sawyer right now coming out of turn number 4. We got single file pretty much the whole way back till it looks like that's the 07 of Wesley Whitfield looking to the inside of Scott Smith in the 53. Scott Smith to the top side of the racetrack trying to keep his momentum up. But I think Wesley's going to be able to clear him here coming off of 4. Not quite. Look at the momentum that the number 53 has coming off of the corner. Fastest lap of the race thus far was set by Kyle O'Danick last time by, a 23.17. Zach Murphy has a good run here on Brian Zimmerman down the front straightaway. He's just going to go ahead and give him a push down into the corner. As you see the wide arc, Zimmy's taking into 1 and 2, almost running that middle groove, not pulling the Tour Modified all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. doing the same thing in 3 and 4 here. I think that's going to be what you have to do to keep the momentum up here in these cars. So as you can see, Zach Murphy can get to the back bumper, but just doesn't have enough momentum to make the pass. Good battle going on back here, side by side between Caleb Thompson and Chris Sawyer. Larry Bell just lost the position there to Kyle Wellman. Kyle Wellman now up inside the top 5 as Caleb Thompson looks to the inside of Larry Bell coming off turn 4. Aaron Raymond back there holding on to the 9th position. He's going to take a peek underneath the 66, going into 1 and 2, running the bottom side of the racetrack. Side by side down the back straightaway. This is a great battle right here from 6th on back. You got Tanner Marr looking to the outside of Kyle Wellman. That is for the 4th position. Tanner's trying to make something happen on this high side. And we noticed that happen with Brian Zimmerman up near the front. So I'm wondering, these guys are teammates. Wondering if they're communicating a little bit of strategy with each other. Gonna single file back out. Wellman holds on to 4th. Tanner's gonna look again on the inside going into 1 and 2. Almost contact right there. Lap 10 of 100 here tonight at Iowa. Kyle O'Danick thought about making a move down the back straightaway on Zach Murphy. Gonna go to the bottom side of the racetrack here in 3 and 4. Not enough momentum to make it happen though. Zach Murphy still all over the back bumper of Brian Zimmerman right now. Brian Zimmerman's got a mirror full of them. Let's go back and take a look at our points leader once again. That's a 52 a day. He's got a lot of traffic in front of him. There we go, on board with Jason Day. You see him working that top groove as well. Trying to get a run here on the number 98 of Mitchell Muma. So Day knows he's still got under 90 laps to go in this race. Plenty of time to make something happen. Just being patient, getting his way up through these cars. Up 4 spots already since the start of this race. So a change up at the front. While we were taking a look at Jason Day back in the back there, Zach Murphy is now up to the race lead, and Kyle O'Danick moves up into 2nd. Brian Zimmerman seems to have fallen off just a little bit. He's losing ground too. Wellman is starting to catch him ever so slightly here. Looks like Zimmy went back down to the bottom side of the racetrack trying to change back up his line. So we come to take lap 15 of 100. Derek Stanley back here in 9th. Wesley Whitfield is going to round out the top 10. Oh, big check up in the back here. We got one in the wall. It looks like it was Wesley Whitfield who got in the wall right there. I'm not sure if we can get a replay on it. Let's see if we can't go back and see what happened to Wesley. So he comes off turn 4, gets into the wall, and keeps it up there. Good job. Waits for everybody to get by him, and then he pulls it off the wall. That's textbook right there, and a great job on the 07's part. Now he's able to get back into a rhythm and already starting to run down the number 91 of Chris Clark. Back up at the front. Lap 18 of 100. Zach Murphy still your race leader. Kyle O'Danick running 2nd, right behind him. Now these guys have moved back down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Wondering if Zimmy might have burned his stuff up moving to that middle part of the racetrack. Run it a little bit faster up there. You're carrying more momentum. It's going to wear your tires a lot more. Aaron Raymond holds on to that 4th spot, trying to work his way around Brian Zimmerman right now. Looks like Kyle Wellman, remember last time we saw him, he was in the 4th position. He's dropped back a few spots, now sits in 7th, under pressure of Larry Bell in the number 43. Tanner Marr rounds out the top 5. Brandon Mettler right behind him. Jason Day has gotten his way around Caleb Thompson and Mike Hamlin. Now up into the 13th spot. Hamlin is up 3 spots since the start of this race. Under pressure from Thompson here in 3 and 4. Almost a little bit of contact there as they come off 4. And Mike Hamlin had a great run that he had to actually get out of the throttle to not hit Jason Day. Jason Day goes back to the middle of the racetrack trying to build up some more momentum, trying to run down these guys in front of him. Coming to take lap 22 here at Iowa. Great battle for the lead right now. Great racing all around. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Shut up and sit down.
Back live here on True Sim Productions for the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. We're about 31 laps into this race here tonight, and we're starting to see the tire degradation Brian Zimmerman has fallen all the way back into 5th, under pressure from Brandon Mettler. So Tanner Marr got around Brian Zimmerman, so did Aaron Raymond about 2 or 3 laps ago. And ever since then, it looks like Brian Zimmerman's just struggling. Wondering when we're going to be seeing maybe some green flag pit stops here tonight. Lap 33 of 100. I would imagine these guys cannot make it on fuel here this evening. Back up at the front, it's still Zach Murphy leading the way. Kyle O'Danick has slipped back just a little bit, about 3/10, but he's still right there, right in striking distance. So if this thing stays green, we might see O'Danick try and short pit Murphy here. So Tanner Marr running 3rd, Aaron Raymond right behind him in 4th. As I said, Brian Zimmerman fell back to 5th. As we got almost 3 wide back here, they're going to make contact. Jason Korn, Brody Mears, and Derek Stanley. Great job by those guys to keep those cars straight. I don't know how they didn't wreck them. Oh, never mind. There we go. They go down into the infield. That's Brody Mears in the 72 and 39 of Jason Korn. No caution. Both drivers spun down the grass into the infield. Keep it going. We say green. Zach Murphy running a really interesting line here in 1 and 2. He's running a very wide arc as he enters the corner. Pulls it down the racetrack, but not all the way. Kind of doing the same thing in 3 and 4 right here. Leaves about a tire width in 3 and 4 to the apron, but 1 and 2 definitely about a lane up. So how about Tanner Marr and Aaron Raymond? I think these guys were saving their tires a little bit because they're starting to run down our race leaders, Kyle O'Danick and Zach Murphy. Boy, wouldn't it be something if Tanner Marr could come out here tonight and win this race and shake up this championship points battle heating up tonight. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, next week is the championship race for the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. After next week, there will be a short break before the next season starts. We will keep you informed about that on Facebook and Twitter. So if you haven't already, go check out the Facebook page and check us out on Twitter. That's at TSP Broadcast on Twitter. And True Sim Productions on Facebook. Coming to take lap 40 here. We're almost halfway in this thing. And Tanner Marr and Aaron Raymond are coming. We're keeping a camera on these guys because the battle for the lead is heating up. Now, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? We're noticing something with the number 4 car. I heard him earlier in practice talking about getting tight behind somebody. The car feels almost completely different when you're behind another car. And you see him, he's trying so hard to run a different line to get some fresh air to the nose of that race car to almost push the nose down into the ground to help it turn. Starting to lose a little bit of ground here to the number 21. Number 4 needs to go ahead and build up his momentum once again here in 1 and 2. But he's got pressure from the 68 of Aaron Raymond. Let's go back a little bit further. How about the 53 of Scott Smith? He was a little bit further back in the field earlier in the evening. Now finds himself up inside the top 5. He's another driver running that middle groove there in 3 and 4. Derek Stanley holds on to 6th position with Caleb B. Thompson back there in 7th. We're going to kind of go towards the front, towards the back. We're going to bounce back and forth. I want to keep an eye on these leaders. Zach Murphy's doing a good job holding on to the race lead right now. Kyle O'Danick still runs 2nd, Tanner Marr 3rd, but Tanner is under pressure from that number 68. That's allowing Oh, Danick and Murphy to start pulling away just a little bit here. Oh, Tanner's going to clip the apron just a bit. Trying to stay in front of that number 68. I don't know. That 68 looks fast here tonight. I think they're trying to work together to get around these guys. They know they're quicker. Tanner Marr's got to run here down the back straightaway. He's going to take a peek going into 3 and 4. Tanner Marr looking for second. Yo, they're going to clip right there. Tanner Marr down to the apron of the racetrack. Keeps it saved. Aaron Raymond doing a good job not getting into him. That allows Scott Smith to bounce his way up inside the top 5. Now sitting in 4th. Going to go to the top side of the racetrack, trying to get a run on Tanner Marr down the back straightaway. Aaron Raymond to the bottom side of the racetrack, side by side, coming out of turn number 4. Scott Smith has a good run, but give the position to Aaron Raymond that time by. Only by nose. Aaron Raymond looks like he's starting to build that momentum back up, get back in his rhythm after that little mishap. He had to check up for the 4 of Tanner Marr. Now Tanner's looking back to the inside of Kylo Danick going into 1 and 2. Kind of runs him a little wide, trying to slide up and clear him. He does. Tanner Marr up to second, now looking for the lead. Aaron Raymond trying to follow him. Raymond tries to pull a slide job in 3 and 4. Can't clear him. Tanner Marr going to work on the outside of Zach Murphy. Trying to make a pass here on the high side at Iowa. He's got a good run down the back straightaway. Looks like Zach Murphy's going to be the first car down pit road. Now, if I was these guys behind him, I'd be coming this time by. But then again, Tanner Marr might have something up his sleeve where he's going to stay out another lap or 2 and have fresher tires near the end of this race. So Zach Murphy on pit road, Caleb Thompson, Chris Sawyer, Wesley Whitfield, Scott Bryant, Jason Korn, Scott Smith, and Chris Clark. They are all on pit road right now. So about half the field electing to come down pit road here when we just hit halfway in the race, and a caution flag's going to fly. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think this is our halfway caution. We went green without any caution, so this would be our competition caution. Tanner Marr keeps it out on the racetrack. You hear him. He's clutching it, shutting the car off, trying to save fuel here because he's probably cutting it real close. Is the 4 car out of fuel? Oh no. No, he might have just had it shut off. Can we go on board with Tanner Marr? Sounded like he is saving. I don't know if he's... I think he's definitely out, ladies and gentlemen. He is sputtering. He's managing to keep it running just to get it down pit road. You just got to get to that pit box. And he does. All right, so Kylo Danick should take over the race lead once the wave around cars go around and everything. That being said, we're going to let race control handle that, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
right with the whole shot. Burrows gets wadded up right there. We got a nasty one.
3 laps here. We're underway here at Horsepower Bar.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
We're back live here on True Sim Productions. Wave around cars are going around, and Tanner Marr maintains the race lead. So I think those guys who came down pit road right before that caution came out, they got trapped a lap down, had to take that wave around. They all did get their lap back though. Kylo Danick and all them, they are back on the lead lap. But field is going to be in the hands of Tanner Marr. Race control going to have the drivers go around one more time just to ensure that the wave around cars are caught up. Everybody's where they need to be on this next restart. All right, so the lights are off on the pace car. We're going back to green flag racing this time by. It's going to be lap 58 of 100. Laps are winding down. Points leader Jason Day now finds himself up inside the top 5. Coming out of turn number 4. Pace car's off. Tanner fires them back off, and we're back underway. Back down into turns 1 and 2. Tanner Marr's going to hold on to the race lead. Slide up in front of Kyle Wellman. Kyle Wildman Wellman back there running in second. Brian Zimmerman finds himself back up into third, but under pressure from Brandon Mettler right now as we go into 3 and 4. Jason Day holding on to the 5th position on this restart, looking to the outside of Brandon Mettler as we go down into turns 1 and 2. Everybody doing a good job. Single filed out. Trying to build their momentum back up, get back into a rhythm here. That's something a caution will do to you, everybody. It'll break your mind up. You lose that rhythm, and then it takes you a few laps to get back into that rhythm. Brian Zimmerman looking for the race lead down into 1 and 2. Tanner Marr is going backwards. Now, I think this is a strategy being played by the 4 car. We saw him come back up and take the race lead on lap 40. This number 4 car is saving tires right now. Kyle Wellman going to the inside here of Brian Zimmerman down into turns 1 and 2, trying to take the race lead back. 40 laps to go. Tanner Marr now side by side with Brandon Mettler down the back straightaway, gonna try and take it into 3 and 4. Mettler has momentum up on the top side of the racetrack. Still side by side for the race lead right now, going down the back straightaway. Brian Zimmerman now to the bottom side of the racetrack. Trying to take it from Kyle Wellman. He's going to pull a slide job here, slide up in front of the 42. Take his line away, put some dirty air on the front end of that race car. Wellman tries to cross him back over. We're still side by side for the race lead. Now Wellman back down to the bottom side of the racetrack. Coming off at turn 2. They're going to be side by side down the back straightaway for the race lead. Can Wellman pull a slide job here in 3 and 4 and clear him? No. He tries, but Zimmerman's going to hold on the top side. Dead even at the stripe, but give it to Kyle Wellman that time by. Trying to slide up in front of the 28. Now these guys are just wearing their tires out right now, ladies and gentlemen. And Tanner Marr sees that as you see him starting to get a good run on them right now coming out of turn 4. Brandon Mettler still stuck on the top side of the racetrack right now. Goes a little wide right there. Jason Day trying to get to the inside of the 15, make something happen. He goes to the bottom side of the racetrack. Tanner Marr also on the bottom side, trying to take over second, but can't get a run on the 42 of Wellman. Wellman now back to the inside of Brian Zimmerman. Going for the race lead. Kyle O'Danick back here in 5th is making moves to get back up towards the front. Almost putting it 3 wide going down the front straightaway. 35 laps to go, going to be 34 this time. Back up at the front. Brian Zimmerman holds on to the race lead. Wellman trying to take it back. Tanner Marr all over the back bumper of Wellman. Jason Day now up into the 4th spot. He got around Brandon Mettler. Mettler back to 5th, but under fire from Kyle O'Danick in the number 21. O'Danick side by side with Mettler right now. This is a battle for the 5th position. And I mean, we got a blanket over the top 7 easily right now. Great racing going on up towards the front here. Tanner Marr trying to take away second from Kyle Wellman again, but Wellman has the momentum on the top side. Jason Day trying to get the pull down the back straightaway. Now Jason Day to the outside of Tanner Marr. .31 laps to go this time by, and Tanner Marr cannot slot up to get a better entry into the corner. I think he's burning up that right front, being down on that bottom for so long. Almost comes up and makes contact with the number 42. Now side by side with Jason Day going into 3 and 4. Tanner Marr to the bottom side of the racetrack. Jason Day up on the top side. Wellman's going to lose a little bit of momentum. That's going to make Jason Day have to get out of the throttle a little bit coming off of 4. Kyle O'Danick now trying to make a move. Looking to the inside of Jason Day. He's up in the 5th position right now, now trying to take 4th. O'Danick to the bottom side of the racetrack. He's got a run on the 52 of Jason Day. They're going to be side by side down the back straightaway. This is a battle for the 4th position. Kyle Wellman still stuck up on the top side, trying to get around Brian Zimmerman, but now Tanner Marr back to the inside of Wellman, fighting for second. 28 laps to go this time by. Wellman got a piece of the wall right there as they entered 1 and 2, trying to use up every bit of the racetrack here at Iowa. This is absolutely some phenomenal racing going on here tonight on True Sim Productions from the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. Tanner Marr looks like he's got a good run on the bottom side of the racetrack. Almost got around Wellman and was looking for the race lead, but I think he had to get out of it. Might have pushed a little tight. Trying to slide up in front of that 42, but just can't clear him. down into 1 and 2. I mean, just an absolute awesome race up here at the front of the field, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are not giving an inch to each other. Tanner Marr fighting hard on that inside line, trying to take it from Wellman. And these guys are getting side by side back here, fighting really, really hard. If Zimmerman can get in a good rhythm, he can start to pull away right now. Gap already 2/10, and it is extending. Almost a little contact there as we go into turns 3 and 4. Tanner Marr tries to slide up in front of Jason Day. Day had to get out of it. Might have gave him a little bump right there just to say, hey, I'm there. Tanner Marr holds on to third. Kyle Wellman second, trying to run down the race leader once again. .22 laps to go. Can Kyle Wellman get around Brian Zimmerman? Can Tanner Marr get up there and make something happen? How about points leader Jason Day? Now him and Kyle O'Danick side by side. Once again, these two are like magnets in this series. And Jason Day not going to give up the position that easily, ladies and gentlemen. He knows that that position is 1 point holding him back from a championship if O'Danick gets around him. But it looks like O'Danick's going to lose a little bit of momentum down the back straightaway. Now Mettler gets around him on the high side and put Brandon Mettler up into 5th. Wellman starting to lose a little bit right now. He's under fire from Tanner Marr once again. 20 laps to go. Tanner Marr fighting hard on the inside, trying to take over second. If he can just get clear of Wellman, I think Marr might have a shot to catch Brian Zimmerman. But Wellman, the old wild man, we know he's not going to give up that position easily. Tanner pushes up the racetrack just a little bit. I think the handling's starting to go away from that 4 car. 18 laps to go, coming to 17. Looks like Mitchell Muma in the 98 is starting to catch this pack of cars back there in the 7th position, along with Jason Korn in the 39, but Korn 1 lap down. Korn trying to get a lap back the hard way. He's in a good spot right now. If we get a yellow flag, he can get back on the lead lap and maybe make something happen here tonight. We got one on pit road. That's Caleb B. Thompson. Not sure what's going on with Caleb. The 04 on pit road. 16 laps to go. Brian Zimmerman has extended his lead out to about 0.3 of a second. Kyle Wellman holding on to the 2nd position. Tanner Marr holds on to 3rd. Jason Day in 4th. But he's got O'Danick and now Mettler to deal with as Mettler goes around the outside. Put Mettler up into 4th. 15 laps to go. When Brian Zimmerman crosses the stripe, it's going to be 14. Who is your money on tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Put it in the chat. Marr still fighting hard. Try and get around the 42. Now Mettler might have a little bit better tires right now. He's all over the back bumper of that 4 car. 13 more times around. Jason Day taking a peek underneath Brandon Mettler once again, trying to get a little bit of a gap between him and O'Danick. O'Danick to the top side of the racetrack, running a different line, trying to get the momentum, get the run out of the corner. Now going to be side by side with Jason Day. Zimmerman still out to a pretty good lead right now over Wellman. It's only 2/10 now though. Wellman is starting to run him down. 12 laps to go. Can Zimmerman hold on to it? O'Danick and Day, I don't know if there's a little contact there, but Day lost a lot of momentum there coming out of turn 4. A little bit of side draft there going down the front stretch, almost side-by-side contact. 21's going to slide up in front of the 52. 52's going to try and cross him back over here, going down the back straightaway and into turns 3 and 4. Side-by-side once again. These are your championship contenders right here. Jason Day and Kyle O'Danick. Go back up to the lead. Brian Zimmerman pulling on Kyle Wellman just a little bit once again. Gap now back up to 3/10. Wellman under pressure from now Brandon Mettler and Tanner Marr. Marr trying to take over that third position. He also knows if he can have a good finish here tonight, he could be contending for this championship next week. Trying to hang on to the third position, but Mettler has just such good momentum on that top side. Side by side for third. Mettler trying to hold on to him. Kyle Wellman. He's got a run on the 28. We're going to be side by side down the back straightaway for the race lead. Wellman's going to back off. He's going to slot back behind him, try to get a better angle into the corner and try and get a better run coming out of turn 4. Going to be 7 laps to go. Can Wellman get him? Zimmerman scuffing the wall a little bit there as we go down into 1 and 2. Still a battle for third. O'Danick got around Jason Day. Great racing going on right now. Might have lap traffic to deal with here. 6 laps to go. We're side by side for third. Wellman looking for the race lead. Tanner Marr's going to pull a slide job on Brandon Mettler to take over third. He's going to block the run. He's going to dive it down into 3 and 4. I don't know if it's going to stick. He's able to stay side by side with Kyle Wellman. This can be anybody's race right now, ladies and gentlemen. 5 laps to go at Iowa. Kyle Wellman right behind Brian Zimmerman. O'Danick sends it into the corner trying to get around Marr. Marr does the same thing to block. Tanner trying to hold on to third. O'Danick trying to grab it from him. Wellman trying to get the race lead right now. Almost 3 wide as we go down into turns 1 and 2. Tanner's going to pinch down the 21. We're going to be 3 wide going down the back straightaway. O'Danick sends it down into the corner once again. Yellow flag on the Speedway. And that changes everything. Let's go back and see what happened. It was between the 29 and the 53. Oh, a little bit of contact there, and they go around. Let's take another look at it. Ooh. It looks like the 29 going for the same piece of real estate as the 53 was going for. And unfortunately, they just make contact, and it sent Zach Murphy up into the outside wall. Zach Murphy now on pit road with smoke coming from the motor. Not what Brian Zimmerman wanted to see. Kyle Wellman's going to have the advantage on the outside. He's going to be, if he can get a good restart, he's going to be able to pinch that 28 all the way down to the bottom side of the corner, and he might be able to make something happen here. We're going to go into overtime. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Back live here on True Sim Productions, getting ready to go into overtime here in Iowa. Brian Zimmerman, your race leader. Kyle Wellman running in second. Kyle O'Danick sits in third. And Tanner Marr holds on to fourth. Brandon Mettler rounds out the top five. And championship contender Jason Day back there in sixth. Lights are still on the pace car. Waiting for race control to tell us we're ready to go for this overtime. Green-white checkered scenario here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Zimmerman's done a good job to hold off Kyle Wellman up till now. We're going to see what Wellman can do here with one final restart. Hopefully we get one final restart here. These guys have put on a heck of a show all night long. Let's see what race control says. It's time, everybody. The lights are off. We're going to re-rack them, restack them, and fire them off one more time here at Iowa. Who is your money on? Coming out of turn number 4, the field going to be in the hands of Brian Zimmerman in the number 28. Kyle Wildman Wellman to his outside. We're going into overtime here at Iowa. Green flag back out in the air. Down into 1 and 2. Wellman did not get the restart he was looking for. O'Danick now to the inside of Wellman. Wellman trying to hold on, go down the back straightaway. O'Danick gonna send it into 3 and 4. Try and slide job up in front of the 42. I don't think he's gonna be able to clear him though. Wellman is there. They make a little bit of contact. White flag in the air. Next flag's gonna end it. Be it caution or checker. What can Kyle do here on the last lap? Down the back straightaway. He's got to run on Brian Zimmerman. Into 3 and 4. He's gonna send it down to the bottom side of the racetrack. I don't think he's gonna have enough momentum. Side by side out of the corner. Who's going to get it? I don't know. Timing and scoring is showing Brian Zimmerman the race winner. Unbelievable finish. I mean, wow. I don't know if we can go back and take a look. See, maybe if we can see what happened to Brian Zimmerman here. Or see how he got the win here, because that was really impressive. Try and get these camera angles working with me here. This is coming off the corner, everybody. I mean, just unbelievable finish. Look how close this is. I can't even get a good angle on it. Whoa. That's too fast. It's way too fast. Let's rewind it. Here it is coming to the line, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to slow it down, see if we can't get a better angle on this, because that was just absolutely insane. Right at the line. I mean, probably one of the closest finishes in crooked line history here tonight at Iowa. Unreal. We got to take a minute to calm down. I'm sure the drivers do as well. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, post-race interviews, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around.
Shut up and sit down.
And we are back live here on True Sim Productions, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to talk to our third place finisher of Tanner Marr. And Tanner, first thing I got to ask is, what did you see out your front windshield? I swear, closest finish in crooked line history.
That one's going to get sent to iRacing. Last time this happened, we got put on the iRacing top 10. I think we were like, I can't remember what we got rated or whatever. But we're actually reviewing it because last time iRacing was incorrect with it. They had the wrong call. But right here, it looks like Zimmy got him by just a bumper. Like, we're talking, when I say a bumper, I'm not talking about your normal bumper. We're talking a slight hair on the bumper. It looks like Kyle may have hit something earlier in the race, shortened his car up an ever just an inch. I mean, half an inch maybe, man. But so, I'll tell you what,
can you confirm that Zimmy is the winner tonight, at least?
Zimmerman is the winner tonight. That was the first thing we checked.
All right, cool. Now, on to you, coming home in third place. You managed your tires really well that first run. That's something I wanted to point out because you ran down those leaders like they were standing still. What was the strategy once the halfway caution came out and you came down, took tires, and got fuel?
Well, you couldn't make it to the competition caution with fuel. That's what we were saving fuel so hard, right? And I watched Kyle and Zach just kind of check out on us, right? So I knew they were going to be saving really aggressively there at the end. I knew track position was going to be king. and I got the lead once we got tires right off the restart, and just blew the corner. And Wellman, he's wild man, right? He's a teammate, but he kind of races like Raymond. He'll just go for whatever, right? Saw me make a mistake, capitalize on it, and then from there, man, it was just battling a teammate the entire time. You know how battling a teammate is. It's frustrating because you can't really race them hard. But man, we're side by side. My fingers are hurting, man. My fingers hurt from just, I guess, holding the wheel so hard, trying to stay off each other. Man, what a hell of a finish, though. What a hell of a finish.
Well, that's it's something else I want to point out, Tanner. You were not that far off from these guys racing for the championship. What's your thoughts going into the final race next week? Is there a possibility that the number 4 could come home with the championship this year?
There absolutely is. I love my teammates this week. Next week, brother, the gloves come off. Where are we going? Let me see where we're going first. Championship race night is at Lanier. Oh, baby. Yeah, gloves come off, Lanier. It's going to be interesting. We got a 3-way battle for the championship right now, and it's going to heat up here on True Sim Productions for sure. All
right, man. Well, hey, let's get to the last bit of it here for you. Who you got a shout out on number 4?
Shout out to Mr. Brian Zimmerman coming in here late, picking up at W. I know he's ecstatic about that. Photo finish. USAFirearms.com, thebugkicker.com, Top Hat Comics. This is their final season with us. Check them out in Lexington, North Carolina. McConaughey Setup Shop, MF Race Designs, BAM Racing Videos, Raised Energy. I'm sure I'm missing some, but we went long. We won't go any further. Man, what a hell of a race, hell of a finish. Thank you, Sam, for that. And yeah, that's it, brother. Thank you.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations on third, and good luck to you next week in the championship.
Absolutely, buddy. We'll give him hell.
That was Tanner Marr, driver of the number 4 machine, coming home in third place tonight at Iowa. Now we have to talk to one of the other guys who is battling for a championship. That is the number 21 of Kyle O'Danick, coming home in second place, but definitely was was hard fought for sure. What was your thoughts coming out of turn 4? Did you think you had him? Because right at the line, you almost did.
I thought I had him, but I mean, I wasn't going to do anything more than I did regardless. He's been up there leading. I'm not going to get up there in the last turn and try to put him in the wall or whatever. It just was what it was at that point, and I guess it was pretty damn close in the end.
So it was a great race that you guys put on all night long. We saw you kind of get trapped at that halfway caution. You had to take the wave around. What was the strategy trying to get back up to the field? Did you think you had a shot to get up there and battle for a win?
I think I did. I was running, as usual, a different line than the other guys, but the problem was the lines they were running, I couldn't get the momentum built up to do what I needed to do. So I tried some 3-wide stuff and pinch Jason, didn't feel good about that, and I just kept trying. Luckily got put in third for that restart and knew I could make something happen from there.
All right, man. Well, hey, championship battle heating up between 3 people now. You, Tanner Marr, and Jason Day. We go to the final race next week at Lanier. Got to hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah, just go out and try to win the race just like every other week. Can't really points race. It's a double point, so a lot can happen very fast, so just got to go out, and if I can win, then it's just see how it falls.
All right, man. Well, hey, you've had a pretty dang good season so far. I wish you the best of luck in the championship race next week. Who we got a shout out on the 21?
I got to thank Propstat Cash, everyone watching, my dad, my family. You guys, True Sim Productions, doing a great job. The guys I'm racing against each week, having a blast doing it. And yeah, having fun and looking forward to next week.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations on second place, getting a few more points here tonight, and we'll see you next week for the championship.
All right, Sam. We'll see you.
And that was Kyle O'Danick, driver, the number 21. Again, as I said, everybody, great points night for him, but we head to a double points night next week for the championship race. You do not want to miss it. It's going to be on True Sim Productions. Same time, 8:45 p.m. Eastern. Be here for that. But now, we got to talk to the man of the hour. Maybe he's calmed down a little bit by now, but Brian Zimmerman coming home with the race win here tonight at Iowa. And Brian, we heard Kyle's side of it. What was your vision out of the windshield, basically? What did you see? Did you think you even had him?
Well, I thought I had him going into 3. In fact, I lifted a little bit early so I could make sure I could have the run off. I just did not think he would stick and make up that much ground in 3 and 4. But man, he sent it. He made it stick. Had the outside roll, and the outside's just it's hard to pass if you're on that inside. So I'm trying to just hold position, hold that outside line, and beat him back to the line. And buddy, I barely did it. So it was a great race. I knew we were pulling him. I knew he was down low, and I thought that we could get him before we got to start finish line. But I had no idea it was going to be that close. That it couldn't be any closer. It was a .00001 is what it was. So
I'm not even sure what does my timing and scoring even show. It's showing my timing and scoring is showing literally .00. So
wow.
I would assume it was probably a .001. I was talking to Tanner, easily the closest finish in Crooked Line history.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We had a good race there. That entire second run, I mean, we were battling the whole time, and to go a full tour mod race without a caution after last week, I'm happy about that.
Yeah, man, you guys put on a great show here tonight. Coming home with the race win. Zemi, who you got a shout out on number 28?
I'll definitely thank Tanner Martin, the Crooked Line guys, all the 5 King boys that put on this league for us. Thank them. I'd like to thank you. I'm always doing these broadcasts. You do a great job. Always enjoy watching it the next day, or tonight. I'll probably watch this one tonight. So enjoy that, and thank the sponsors that we have, the Butt Kicker and those boys that come on board, and also Top Line Comics. I know they don't sponsor this league. They sponsor some of our other leagues, and I always forget to give them a shout out. So definitely want to give those people a shout out. Top Line Comics, they always sponsor some of our leagues. We appreciate that. But thank my brother-in-law Andrew. I know he's watching. He's already texted me. So thank you, Andrew, for watching. And Samantha and Brody, my nephew, and my wife is watching upstairs. So we appreciate everybody that's pulling for us. We had a good time.
All right, man. Hey, congratulations on taking home the win by a nose here tonight. Definitely making some history this evening in Crooked Line. We'll see you next week, Zimmy.
Sounds good, bud. Thanks, Sam.
And that was Brian Zimmerman, your race winner, ladies and gentlemen. And with that being said, this championship battle just got heated up even more. And I hope you guys do not miss it. Next week, Tuesday night, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Be sure to tune in to True Sim Productions. We're going to settle it at Lanier. I hope to see everybody there. Pulling up your race results on the screen right now, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Zimmerman, Kyle O'Danick, Tanner Marr, Kyle Wellman, and Jason Day rounding out the top 5. Jason Day moved up 14 spots tonight to take home 5th. So still a great points night for the 52. He should not feel ashamed of that whatsoever. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think I've said enough here tonight. We're going to get out of here, and we'll see you in the next one. I hope you all had a good one, and I hope you had as much fun as I did, because I had a blast calling this race. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one, everybody.